He went down there, became a lead scorer, shorty.
My mama, boy, y'all around these people every day. That man, ain't no ops did that. I know, man, y'all know what's going on.
There you go. Can't get right. There you go. There you go. Can't get right.
It was Friday, June 15th, 2018. 22-year-old DeAndre Wallace, known across the south side of Chicago as Can't Get Right or Man, was about to face the day that would change everything.
R.P. Lippy, man. Y'all don't
damn police.
King. King Lippy, man.
It was Friday, June 15th, 2018. 22-year-old DeAndre Wallace, known on the south side of Chicago as Can't Get Right or Man, was posted outside a corner store on East 63rd. Heat hung heavy over Wood Lawn that night, the kind of thick, breathless air that clings to your skin and slows your steps. Just another evening on his side of the city, or so it seemed. Surveillance footage would later timestamp him at around 9:40 p.m. He wasn't alone. Standing beside him was 43-year-old Troy Hampton, a janitor quietly sweeping the storefront he maintained at night. A friend of Wallace, known on the block as EBT Rosta, was nearby, too, alert and armed. And as it turned out, just quick enough to shoot back, because somewhere close by, hidden in the shadows, they were already being watched. Multiple shooters lurking, waiting. Whether by accident or intention, Can't Get Right had chosen to hang out the night in a known gangster disciple hotspot. He wasn't ducking anything. He wasn't hiding. At exactly 9:49 p.m. the silence shattered. Two figures, slim, fast and hooded, emerged from the darkness and opened fire. One flanked from the right, the other from the left. At least 15 shots rang out. The store's camera captured the burst of chaos. Muzzle flashes, people scattering, glass shattering, pavement erupting. DeAndre collapsed first. Multiple bullets tore through his chest. Troy Hampton was hit next. A single round struck him in the chest. Witnesses said he never had time to react. He had been sweeping just seconds before the shots rang out. As the shooters ran off, one man, likely EBT Rosta, fired back. Not enough to stop them, but enough to make them scatter. The entire shooting lasted less than 20 seconds. By the time the first squad car arrived, both men were down. Blood pooled on the sidewalk, mixing with broken glass. The street lights stretched long shadows across the pavement as neighbors gathered, cautious, hushed, whispering the name everyone recognized. The scene was chaos. Two men lay lifeless near the store entrance, one young, already known to police, the other older, unknown, still gripping a broom in one hand. Neither man responded. DeAndre Wallace had taken multiple shots to the chest at close range. The wounds were tight, clean, deliberate, the kind of shots meant to finish the job. He had no pulse by the time officers reached him. Neither man made it to surgery. Both were pronounced dead at the University of Chicago Medical Center within the hour. Friday, June 29th, a visitation was held at Burton Funeral Home on South Ashland Avenue. A small service followed at 11 a.m. in the same chapel. By noon, DeAndre's body was taken to Mount Hope Cemetery on Fairfield Avenue, 17 miles from the block where he was gunned down. Some who attended the funeral noticed something strange. The pews were quiet. His usual crew, so often seen at his side, were nowhere to be found.
Y'all ain't even go to the man's funeral, folks. Y'all ain't even help Shorty Mon Deuce put him down the correct way, folks. Let's be for real. Get the f*** out of here. Gee, you niggas hoes, Shorty. Oh, my mama, then y'all let dude him. Let's be facts. Get up, we can't get right. Man, look, folks, stop playing with me, man. Y'all know what the f going on.
We can't get right, man. Look, folks, stop playing with me. Y'all know what's going on. Can't Get Right's name never really left the street. It slipped into lyrics, into live streams, into Reddit threads and dark corners of YouTube, where fans and gang affiliates broke down drill politics like crime scenes. With no police statements and no court records, the city did what it always does: it built its own version of the truth. And the rumors came fast. FBG Duck, one of STL's biggest names and a close friend of Can't Get Right, was also shot on June 15, 2018. He survived, but from the beginning the details didn't add up. According to early dispatch records, Duck was found wounded near East 65th Street, a few blocks away from the shooting on 63rd and Vernon, where DeAndre Wallace was killed. That's where paramedics responded. But those who were there and those watching the block through street feeds and live streams believe something else entirely. They say FBG Duck was shot at the same spot as Can't Get Right and then moved. Some even claim the 911 call placing him on 65th was intentional, meant to throw off the real location to make it seem like two separate shootings instead of one. But to many in STL, it was never two shootings. It was one hit. coordinated, calculated. 2 men we got shot. 1 survived, 1 didn't. I've never confirmed it publicly, but he never denied it either. And for those in the trenches, the fact that both men were shot on the same night, just minutes apart, possibly just feet away from each other, didn't feel like a coincidence. It felt like a message.
They be like, get right, but a lot of motherfuckers don't speak on get right, because get right with niggas on 4th grade. There's no folks did what he did or whatever, and a lot of these niggas still riding, fooling them who folks got down on. But how the y'all expect?
You say he did what he did. He did something that the streets know what he did.
Right.
Something like that, right? Yeah, right, okay.
Fool them.
For many, the answer was obvious from the start. Can't Get It Right was widely rumored to have played a role in the hit of T-Roy, a beloved member of Oblique whose passing had already pushed tensions past the edge. So when CGR was gunned down just a year later, many assumed the cycle had come full circle. Oblique had the motive and they had the muscle. Almost immediately signs began to surface. King Von T-Roy's childhood friend and one of Oblique's most vocal members tweeted cryptic celebration the same day Can't Get Right passed away. Shout out that new op pack my brothers made it. Most people didn't need translation. In Chicago's drill slang, a pack was a body, a trophy, a way to smoke the name of the deceased. He also went live on Instagram mocking Get Right's passing. In the live stream he made comments such as "who got killed" while laughing and chanting Can't Get Right, which many interpreted as him dry snitching.
Ah, dummy! They tell us can't get up. Oh no.
They always make some shit before we do it. They beat us to it every time.
Y'all should start people. Cause y'all be doing this. You doing the man.
Oh, Steve, this nigga crazy.
Moo and Duke, 2 widely respected Oblique hitters, posted to Instagram. In one photo they flanked each other shoulder to shoulder, throwing up finger guns. In the footage of Can't Get Right's hit, 2 shooters moved the same way, one coming from the left, one from the right, flanking man before they opened fire. One deleted post claimed the shooters' build and movement matched Moop's body type exactly. Others pointed to lyrics and live streams Oblique affiliates had gone live weeks later, cracking jokes about STL's losses and songs. This is food like bullets. CGR's name was mocked, distorted, smoked.
No, we ain't get back game, but we get back for game. Ask Big T from the creek, well, you guys can't get right from 063, hit his ass like 3 different heat.
And then there was the pattern. Can't Get Right passed away, and immediately afterward Oblique allegedly gets shot up. A few days later Wooski claimed it openly.
My Get Right shit on Cheetah.
R.I.P. Get Right.
My partner in crime.
The suggestion was clear that retaliation was being delivered, that the blood price had been paid, but not everyone agreed. That's where the theory begins to splinter, because while Oblique looked guilty, sounded guilty, and even seemed to lean into the perception, the people closest to the situation said something else. They said it wasn't Oblique, and so the story changed. Some stopped saying it was Oblique and started saying it was a backdoor situation, that CGR had been betrayed by those close to him.
Speak facts on my mama. Y'all always talking about T.Y. Can't Get Right, and a lot more of the guys. Tell them who really knocked them down. Y'all around the niggas every day that really knock folks down. And this y'all homie. Y'all know, I know. Stop playing, folks. Y'all fake as fuck.
Opinions from within Can't Get Right's own circle started to surface. His sister called the whole thing fake love. She captioned her story, and I'm saying it again, and if it ain't his family on my kids, MFs don't do us but make statuses about my brother and rarely do the Get Right's birthday in 2 days. I want to see besides us who going to let a balloon or candle off, who's been to the cemetery. I hate my brother was even around. A lot of y'all ask the real question, why MFs don't bring my brother up, cause you all know TS that happened was weird. You let that go on to your own kind. You are not to be trusted, but it was complicated because CGR had made enemies in multiple camps. He was tied into cliques with long-standing issues. Some even said there were grudges dating back to prior cycles of lives lost and violence, where names like 051 Melly and FBG Duck Muwap and Duke all cross-threaded in and out of unfinished business, including allegedly the hit of known shooter Moot. Get Right was no stranger to provoking his ops. A video circulated where he is seen making a provocative gesture, dropping a Y-hand sign in front of 051 Melly during the memorial event. This gesture is interpreted as a sign of disrespect, with FBG Duck in the background looking a little nervous.
Everybody move in, close circle. How's it going? I'm cooking. Y'all want to say a prayer with us? I beat a pop. Come on in. Hey, pop. Come on in. You're not over here. Fuck you. Let's go. Come on.
Come on, Al.
Come on then.
We'll do the same thing.
Gonna say a prayer.
Screenshots started circulating supporting the idea that Melly did what he had to do. Melly was spotted on STL blocks after Can't Get Right's passing, kicking it with rappers showing up in live smiling. Some say he was there as a flex, others said he had inside help like they
incriminate themselves. Like, even though I know they didn't do it, but if you still could go to jail for that just to help them solve the case. Like, once they book you, they ain't trying to have shit after that. Oh no, I was just flagging. No, you done. You're done. So if you want to be rapping on some shit I know you ain't about, or you ain't dropped shit, go ahead. Like, but I don't be saying, I don't know who did it, because I don't be one to know.
Either way, it felt wrong. And when Melly was gunned down in September 2019, right after Can't Get Right's birthday, a friend posted "Long live Get Right." Under news of Melly's hitman being released from prison. On paper it remained what it was the moment the bullets stopped flying. A double homicide, gang-related unsolved. Officers collected shell casings, pulled surveillance footage, interviewed witnesses, and got nothing they could use. Nobody named the shooter. Nobody was willing to testify. The one man who returned fire, BT Rosa, was arrested on a weapons charge but never accused of causing harm, though some found it odd that he posed with a large mural of King Von. Highlights from the police scanner recording of Get Right's shooting seemed to show an immediate reaction toward Oblique after he was shot. Federal documents tied to the 2020 hit of FPG Duck listed several Oblique affiliates as suspects in that crime, including Mew. In those files, investigators referenced previous hits in the STL Oblique feud. Can't Get Right's name appeared once, redacted, possibly as a suspected retaliation point, but no one connected to Duck's hit was officially indicted for CGRs. Some believe that one or more of the men involved in Get Right's passing have already been taken care of by the streets, but Get Right's case is still officially unsolved. Rest in peace, Can't Get Right.